Hi, I'm Elisa. Welcome back to my kitchen. Glad to have you with me today. And what we're going to talk about is something very simple but extremely important, is just water. Water is something that we do not drink enough of. We drink a lot of other things, as soda or functional beverages as they call them, maybe your favorite sports drink, but water is usually last on everybody's list. So today I want to show you some simple things to make water more interesting and very easy ways to do it. One of the things that is a fact about water is that we should be consuming at least half our body weight in ounces in water a day. Many of us don't do that. We are really very dehydrated. Water, we're not eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. We just eat a lot of very dense foods that don't have a high water content, so we're not getting the water that we need. So one of the things to measure that by is the number of ounces that you drink a day. There's various forms of water. I like just plain water because it is one of the most natural things we can drink. Of course, all of our water is treated unless you happen to have a well or you have a spring, which is just absolutely fantastic. But you know, the big water bottle companies or bottled water is they just filtering tap water. This was just recently in the news, but that's something you can do yourself. Buy a simple, inexpensive filter and do that yourself. It's good to use a recyclable or reusable water bottle because it's better for the environment, of course. As you know, there's billions of tons of plastic bottles in our landfills today. So a reusable polycarbonate water bottle is an easy thing that you can do. Plus, when you leave it in your cars, which seems like we all do, we leave that water in our car, it doesn't leach out those harmful chemicals into the water. So you have to be careful with that. It's one of good reason to use a reusable water bottle. So a couple of things about it. I like Fiji water. If you're going to buy a bottled water, I like this one. It's got a good pH and it's just a very clean, interesting water. You can always look these things up on the internet and find out for yourself. I like to make herbal teas, and being in the South as we are, the sun is a great brewer of tea. So you can just take an herbal tea, always read the labels to find out what's in there, and that makes water very flavorful. We can just simply take lime, a beautiful lime or lemon, and you just slice it up very simply. Use that little end to squeeze some of that lime in there. Great thing to do. Give you that citrus, all those good oils. Having you eat some fruit instead of having an artificially flavored drink. Squeeze some more lime in there. So that already has made your water more interesting, not to mention that it's really pretty. The other thing you can do is just take some fresh herbs. I've got some really fresh mint here. Really fresh, because you can just see I just picked it. I have a little herb garden of my own. I like to use fresh herbs. And I'm just going to pick the leaves off. You could throw the whole thing in there if you wanted to, but I like to just crush up those leaves a little bit, not chop them up because it's hard to drink, but you get that essence of the oils that are in there for mint. So lime and mint, and you just smell that fresh mint. It's just delightful. And mint comes in a variety of flavors. There's some chocolate mint. There's other kinds of mint. More spearmint has a more sharp flavor to it. But there's a lot of things that you can do to simply dress up your water a little bit. If you wanted to, instead of using plain water, why not use a sparkling mineral water? And I'm talking about a natural mineral water that has all the trace minerals in it, which is another thing that's good for us. You know, the Europeans don't drink just plain tap water. It's very rare that you see that over there. They're drinking bottled mineral water from all the beautiful springs and other things that are there from the mountains. You can also add some extracts. Put a little vanilla in your water. Make sure it's a good extract. You can use a little agave to sweeten it up, especially if you're using a lot of citrus. And then you could use stevia. Stevia is another herb that it's the 0-calorie herb that you can use. So there's many different things that you can do to make plain water better. So I hope you learned something today here in my kitchen, and I enjoyed having you with me. So make sure you drink more water.